Well, 2022 is almost at an end. So before we begin to look at the new year, I thought it might be worth taking a look back at the old one just one last time. And it really was quite a year. We got to visit Hillhead and Balmer. I headed off to Sweden and Germany, both times with Volvo. I saw the first hydrogen combustion engine. During the course of the year, we worked with major global brands including Bobcat, Case, Hyundai, JCB, Liebherr, Volvo and XCMG. So to all those that question our decision to go all in on video nearly 3 years ago, I'll just say this. Where were you when we were working directly with those brands? We also hosted not one but 2 world premiere shows with Caterpillar, the world's largest manufacturer of construction equipment. We broadcast 220 episodes of the Breakfast Show together with a number of weekend and evening shows. Having started the year with 120,000 followers, we saw our Instagram following top 150,000. Even more remarkably, our YouTube channel grew from just over 2,000 subscribers in January to an astonishing 24,000 and growing today. All things being equal, we should probably top the 25,000 subscriber mark just before Christmas Day. But it's not all about numbers. Along the way, we've shone a light on important and ongoing issues impacting the industry, mental health and suicide within the sector, the gender imbalance across the construction industry, the glacial progress of the investigation into the death of 4 demolition workers at the Didcot A power station, and we unpacked the ongoing Companies and Markets Authority investigation into bid rigging within the UK demolition sector with a dedicated podcast series. We questioned authority, we railed against injustice, and we held up a mirror to the industry and all its accomplishments and its imperfections. It hasn't all been positive, however. Although we were delighted to attract a number of paying patrons, this has rather stagnated over the past few months. We sold fewer books and less merch this year too, but that's purely because we haven't had the time to focus on them. We'll put that right next year. Also coming in the new year will be a couple of new video and audio podcast shows. You've already had a glimpse of the first of these, Tech Foresights, which looks ahead at the technology that is shaping the industry today and into the future. We're currently working on another, this time on the issue of embodied carbon and its threat to demolition workloads. The first episode of that will land early in the new year. Now, I said earlier that it's not all about numbers. I stand by that. But there is one number that's sadly reduced, but in doing so, showed just what we've created here. This time last year, both my parents were alive. I will be celebrating Christmas this year having lost both of them during the past 12 months. My mother in January and my father in September. I mention this not to attract a vote of sympathy, but to highlight the importance of the community that now exists around the Breakfast Show. In October, I was sat in the rear of a hearse with my family on my way to a funeral chapel to say goodbye to my dad. My phone buzzed in my pocket. It was a message of condolence and support from one of our regular viewers. I have to say the timing was perfect and the message was pretty much exactly what I needed at that time. But then I had another, and then another, and then another. I've spent 33 years writing words to cast before faceless individuals. I've spent the past 2.5 years speaking to a growing band of people that are now no longer viewers, but genuine friends. Now, I'd be lying if I said that losing both my parents was easy and that 2022 was a bed of roses. But the ability to hang out with my mates each weekday morning certainly helped make things easier. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. So, with all that being said, I'll soon be turning my attention to 2023. We're a couple of months away from broadcasting our 500th show, which will almost certainly mean a rebranding. We're also just a couple of months away from our trip to Las Vegas for ConExpo 2023. This show, or at least its forerunner, was created on my return from ConExpo 2020. Who knows what ConExpo 2023 might inspire? In fact, come to think of it, who knows what 2023 has in store for any of us? We live in an age of uncertainty. But what I can tell you is that I'll be here. The Breakfast Show will be here. And I sincerely hope you'll be here with us.